Collaborations have become a massive part of my creative process, and it's become probably the most enjoyable part of it too. For the past 5 years, I have been working with Californian-based record label Plump Records, creating the artworks for all of their EP releases. We met when Hutch and Kev came into the Spunky Bruiser store, which is where my studio was based at the time on Oxford Street. And we got chatting, we were talking about music and creativity. Hutch bought some of my chunky jewelry and we just became Instagram friends from there. Not long after that, they reached back out to me and asked if I'd be interested in doing the artwork for their first EP release for Plump Records. It was such a perfect fit, I couldn't say no. So I created the artwork for the first EP, and from there we just kept on going on and on and on to the point now where we've made 18 EP artworks with accompanying animations. The process for each EP is that I receive the tracks and I get inspired by the lyrics and the music, and I come up with a concept that I then present back to Plump, and we sign off on it, and then we create the artwork. I also create a short animation that gets released with the music, and that is where the second part of this collaboration comes into play. For the very first EP, I started working with a friend from uni called Alice Peacock, who is an animator. And so I would, once we got the sign off on the concept, I then take it to Alice and say, this is the concept and this is what I'm thinking. And she will work her magic in bringing the animation to life. With each EP, we play and experiment with new ways of animating my illustrations. And I am slowly building up an understanding of just what it takes to animate, because before this, it was such a foreign concept. Even though I knew that I really wanted to someday create animations using my illustrations. And so going back to the beginning of what I said, we just finished our 18th EP collaboration, and I'm realizing more and more that collaboration really is at the heart of my creative process and how it has allowed me to really evolve my creative process as well. Because Alice and I started to collaborate on this project with Plump Records, we were able to develop a really strong collaborative process of back and forth. We also have a lot of examples of how we have worked together, and we were able to use this project to then go on to apply for a much bigger animation project, and we were successful. Earlier this year, we completed an animation project that is a 30-minute animation of my work, and I really don't think we would have been successful in getting that project if we hadn't started small in a collaborative project like with Plump Records. I've always wanted to do animation projects and projections and large-scale works, but it has always felt really impossible and hard to work out how I could one day get there. But if I was to give my younger self or anyone else out there advice on how to make it feel more achievable, it is to start small with tiny nuggets and build up, and to collaborate on projects. This collaboration with Plump Records has been really exciting to look back on, and I am really excited to see where we can take the collaboration in the future as well.